I have been vegan since February 2016, which is over a year now, and meal planning as a teenager, as a vegan teenager, is so much easier than you think, because I was 14 years old when I first became vegan, and now I am 16 years old, so I have quite a bit of experience. So that's what I'm going to be sharing today in this video. The first thing that you need to do to be able to meal prep is to know what you have in your house. And a thing that I love doing is making sure that I have my vegan essentials / staples stocked up in my kitchen. So I made a whole video about this. I'm going to put it in the information card just up here, and the video just basically explains to you what my vegan essentials / staples are and why they are my essentials / staples. So some examples of my essentials are kale, brown rice, what else? Yeah, there are just a ton. Just go check the video out because I can't really remember at the top of my head. But yeah, just go in your kitchen and make sure all of those essentials and staples are in your kitchen, and if they're not, put it on your grocery list. What I personally do when it comes to grocery shopping when I'm either at school or I'm busy, or even I just don't want to go grocery shopping. So what I do then is I text my mum my grocery shopping list. So I just text her every single thing that I want her to buy. So when she's in the shop, she can just look at my text and go find things and buy them for me. And on weekends, you need to experiment with different recipes. So say if I went on YouTube and I found a recipe I really liked, or on like a vegan website, like a cooking website, say I just found a recipe that I really liked and I really wanted to make it one day for like dinner after school. However, I didn't know if it actually worked. So what I would do on the weekend is try the recipe. If it doesn't work, I would kind of slightly change it so it works for me. And then I just don't have to like experiment on weekdays, because weekdays are just so difficult to experiment because you're just tired and you just don't want to spend a lot of time cooking basically. So it's just important to do that on the weekend, so you have like a list of recipes that work for you and you know they will work for you when you do them. Once you do find a recipe that works for you and that is really tasty, make sure you write it down. I have done this so many times and have forgotten to write the recipe down, and then one day I just want some quick dinner to whip up, but I can't remember what the recipe was because I forgot to write it down. So don't forget to write it down, please. Just don't forget. Some days, which is mostly school days, I like to make a dinner like in the evening, but when I make that dinner, I make double of what I need, because then the next day, if it's like a really busy day, I know ahead of time it's going to be a really busy day tomorrow, then I have a dinner I can just warm up in the microwave. So yeah, just make double so the next day you can just have a really quick dinner. I know this may sound a little ironic because the title of this video is how to meal plan, but I don't actually plan what I'm gonna make till like 20 minutes before I start cooking because I just want to make some food that I crave, not that I plan to crave the week before. Does that make sense? So on the day I will ask my mum what she's making. So for example, she may be making like broccoli, rice and chicken. So I can be like, okay, I can eat some rice, I can eat the broccoli, I'm obviously not going to eat the chicken. So what recipe out of all the recipes that I've already experimented with uses broccoli and rice? And then I'll think, okay, actually I don't have any recipes that use broccoli and rice, I'll just make some. So maybe I'll make some sort of sauce I already know how to make. Maybe I'll just use like a jar of tomato sauce and add the rice. Maybe I'll add some already pre-cooked chickpeas or beans to it to add some protein, and then add the broccoli for a bit of calcium and some vitamins, and then just kind of like add some more seasonings and maybe make it a bit spicy, add some nutritional yeast. And yeah, because that just makes it so much easier, because like some of the ingredients are already cooked, so you don't really need to put that much effort in, especially like jarred food like a tomato sauce that you've already bought and is already in your cupboard. Like, it will just be so quick. The last thing that I do, and I know that my tips are kind of all over the place, but it's really difficult to put my points in an actual order because there kind of is no order. They're just kind of all random. They're just kind of basically tips, yeah. So the last thing that I like to do is if I think one of my recipes and one of my meals my parents will, well, not just my parents, my whole family will enjoy, what I will do is, for example, on the weekend I will ask them to try one of my meals, and if they like it, then that means my mum can make it for the whole family because she cooks for the whole family. So for example, like, I know it's not a meal, but I made banana bread once and it was vegan banana bread. I have a recipe and it's going to be in the information card up above. But yeah, I made the banana bread and I asked my family if they enjoyed it, and all of my family did. So if that was a meal, let's just say banana bread is a meal. I wish it was a meal, wouldn't that just be amazing? I love banana bread. So yeah, say banana bread was a meal, my mum could make banana bread for the whole family because everyone loves banana bread. So that means I won't have to cook anything on the day that my mum makes banana bread, which is so much easier, especially on days that are more busy, for example, school days. So those are all of my tips. I didn't have that many, but I just kind of meal plan very randomly, and it's kind of just all over the place, just like this video is. So this video kind of represents my meal planning skills, but I thought I would share them just in case they're any use to any of you who may be going vegan or already vegan but struggling. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time. Bye!
Let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the